that we need to encourage each other, a time that we have to be watchdog for one another, a time that unity of purpose has become the only weapon that we need, a time that we need to watch each other's back. It's a very interesting time. A time the saboteurs are exposed the more. A time sabotage have increased. A time every sabotage is now in the open. A time where many questions are answered. Many secret things are open. It's a very interesting time. And if you have made it in this struggle up to this day, you are lucky. You should be proud of yourself. If you have gone as far as making it up to this day, you have every reason to thank Chukwu. It's not easy. Many who wish to be here today could not be able to make it. Not because they committed any crime, not because they were sinful, but Chukwu did not give them the opportunity to be here. So those of us who have made it this far, we need to utilize the opportunity very, very well for humanity. So once again, I welcome everyone that has connected, wherever you're connecting from. And today we are discussing on a topic which says, the truth many fear. The truth many fear. Can contentment, discipline, and unity save the Biafran struggle today? This topic is going to be very broad. It's going to be very, very broad and open. We're going to touch so many areas. And I want you to pay close attention. As I always advise, whenever you come to my program, please come with an independent mind. Whenever you come to my program, come with an independent mind and listen with an independent mind. Pocket your group mentality, those group mentality in your head. Whatever they have told you about one group or the other, one person or the other, pocket it, keep it in your pocket. Keep it aside while we are in this program. Listen with an open mind so that you can understand the message. Utilize those information that you can use, and those you cannot be able to use, throw them away. I am not here to force you into believing anything. I'm not here to cajole you or to push you or muzzle you into any shape. What I'm trying to do in this platform that I have been doing is to allow you to think outside the box and see things from other perspectives, then make comparison and arrive to a choice. And whatever choice you make at the end of the day, you will be able to defend it and face the consequences that come with it. So, my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are today and you are joining us, please come with your independent mind. As a person with conscience, with humanity in you, keep your grudges, your envy, jealousy, anger, keep them aside. More especially your group mentality. Because when you do not take away the group mentality, every single information that comes, you are going to misinterpret it. And when you misinterpret it, it will become useless to you. At the end of the day, you will find out that you just ended up in wasting your data. So I want you to pay close attention, and while you are listening, listen as an individual with an independent mind. So whatever you hear and you are not comfortable with it, feel free to send a request. Engage me, question, bring up your superior argument. Let's dialogue. Let's look at it. Let's learn from each other. That is what I do here, and that is what we will continue to do. So I welcome everyone who has come this day. It is weekend, a time that people have their rest, do so many things, but you have devoted your time, you have given us part of your time this weekend. It's not easy. So I appreciate every time you are going to commit this very morning into this program. Thank you in advance. And on my own part, I will do my best to handle this topic. And then at the end of the day, we will learn one or two things from it. So, as I said, we are talking about contentment, empathy, selfless service, discipline, orderliness, lesson for any self-determination movement. These things I mentioned are very critical things, important, and we will talk about them for you to know how it eludes us or how it affects our self-determination movement. I welcome every one of you once again, joining from any part of the world. Thank you for taking your time to be part of this live stream today. Our discussion today is not about attacking individuals or condemning anyone. Rather, it is an opportunity to reflect on values that many historians, political scientists, and community leaders consider essential to the success of any movement seeking social or political change. I want you to pay close attention. We are not here to attack any individual. I announce it almost in all my programs. We are here to reflect on values that we need in this self-determination journey. Many of us have lost value. Many of us are doing things that are unthinkable. Many of us, what they write online, what they talk online, what they say, or what they do, sometimes you begin to ask yourself, from which planet are these people coming from? Many of us have lost value. Many. Just like the audio that is circulating yesterday, somebody, a Biafran, who claimed he is fighting for freedom of the Biafran people, who claimed he wants Biafra to be free, is attacking an innocent woman, our beloved sister Rachel, an Israeli woman who is fighting and sticking her neck to save him. He is threatening her. An Igbo man was threatening our sister Rachel. An Israeli who is sticking her neck to save him. He was threatening her. What are the reasons? Simply because she brought a united front of Biafrans to Israel to discuss with the Israeli parliament in Knesset. And his anger is, why is he not in the picture? So it is not about the freedom of the people, it is about you. In that very journey, IPOB under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which is the only IPOB that exists, was represented. Avid was represented. Ambassadors of self-determination were represented. The Rising Sun were represented. All these are agitating groups, unified and united together to go to Knesset, Israeli parliament, to represent you and I. When you see such body entity of people come in group, you see different group coming in group, you should be the happiest person. It is something to celebrate. But instead of celebrating, somebody was busy attacking an innocent woman who is sticking her neck out to save an idiot. All he could do was to attack her. And when you see such kind of video, how do you feel? As a Biafran, when you see such kind of videos, you see such kind of audio circulated, how do you feel? Do you think that these people have value? What do you think about such kind of individuals? It is unfortunate, but that is why we are talking about value today. That is why we are discussing the topic we are discussing today about values that we are supposed to have. We want to reflect on values that many historians, political scientists, community leaders consider essential to the success of any movement seeking social or political change. Whether we are discussing independent movement, civil rights campaign, anti-colonial struggle, or community organization, certain principles appear repeatedly throughout history. There are certain principles that appear repeatedly throughout history. They must be there. And those principles are discipline, empathy, selfless service, integrity, organization, and respect for one another. It is very important we speak about these issues because sometimes it seems like people just come online to make noise. It is not enough to say, I want freedom, I love Biafra, I love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I love my sister, leave us, let's go, they are killing us. No. The world is also looking at our values. The world is also looking into the values in us. And sometimes we don't talk about these values. Just like what is happening on the media today. I bet you sometimes when I see some videos or what's happening in media, I become ashamed of myself. If not that it has become necessary that we must speak about our freedom, Biafra, sometimes I begin to ask myself, does it really worth it? Does it really worth it? With the attitude of some of us, more especially the Igbos, some of them. They talk so much about we want freedom. We want to be free. We want to be free. They are killing us. They are subjugating us. They are marginalizing us. But within yourself, your attitude and the value that you're supposed to have, you don't have it. What kind of value do you present to the world? It is very important when discussing about independent movement, civil rights campaign, anti-colonial struggle, or community organization. Certain principles appear repeatedly throughout history. There are some principles you must have. There are some principles we, the Biafran people, must have for us to succeed, for us to be recognized. These are principles that everybody look upon before they recognize it. Every country of the world, every organization, they look at these principles before they will ever recognize it. And those principles are discipline. They look at how disciplined are you. And you can judge from the kind of attitude we are seeing among our people. Look at what is happening under IPOB today. Look at what is happening under IPOB. TOS, created by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from prison, Kuje prison. And when they fell out of the project, they are removed and replaced from Sokoto prison. Discipline demands that they just walk away and allow the new people to walk. Allow the new people to walk. But what did they do? They went against the instruction of the supreme leader. No, they didn't stop there. They went ahead to begin to attack him, push propaganda and blackmail against him, destroy his personality. Such people, do they ever have discipline? Can you call them disciplined people right from time? The same thing is happening even under Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi give a lot of instructions, past instructions, and people disobey. People are doing a different thing. He left a footmark and people are doing a different thing. Another one is empathy. For you to succeed in the movement, you must have empathy. So many of us today do not have empathy. No single empathy in some of us, most of us. And you can see that in their attitude, their behavior, the way they respond. In a simple discussion where you have to talk about things, a little disagreement, they go to personal attack. The person you are talking about, you don't know how the person is living. You haven't met the person before. You don't know what he's facing. You have no empathy. And if we don't bring back empathy, it's going to be hard. Another one is selfless service. Selfless service. You do things selflessly. Selfless service. You are doing it without expecting anything whatsoever. You are not expecting praises. You are not even expecting thank you from anybody. Let alone expecting position or payment of any sort. Selfless service. That is how to succeed in this our self-determination agitation. But are you seeing the selfless service among us? With what is happening today, after Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave an order, you now understand that these people were never offering any selfless service. Because anyone that is giving a selfless service will not put up a fight when you tell him to take a rest and let others work. They won't put up a fight. If you are rendering a selfless service, you don't have to make it by fire by force. You must be there. No. With the attitude of the XDOX, you now understand that they have no selfless service in them. With the attitude of those who have broken into pieces from the start of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you understand they have no selfless service in them. You want to serve by fire by force. And the only reason you are imposing yourself is because of what you intend to gain. Either financial gain, popularity, or one interest or the other. Another thing that we must have is integrity. How many of us still have integrity with us? How many of us? How many of us still have integrity? It has gotten worse to the extent that more especially those on the media speaking every day. Those on the media who want the video, put camera and speak. Even when there are evidence of their past works, even when there are evidence of their past crimes, even when there are evidence of the lies they are telling, they still shamelessly come out to speak more lies. No integrity. No integrity. It is sad. Respect for one another. Do we still have respect for one another? Do we still have, if we have respect for one another, that clown that made that very audio that is circulating yesterday will not make that audio. If we still have respect for one another, you saw able men who went to Knesset, Israel parliament, not because of their personal interest, to represent every one of us, the oppressed Biafrans. Every one of us, they went there to represent us. And that is the kind of force we needed to present anywhere we go. If you don't want everyone to be represented, how do you now present to the world that you have a united front in asking for what you're asking for? Every responsible and reasonable person should be happy when you see that movement in Knesset. We are different organizations pursuing the same cause, came together to speak in one voice. And this is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. That was why he called for 100 men. And some of them begin to jump from east to nine. Some of them, the only thing they know is that, oh, you are not a member of IPOB. Oh, you're not an old member. You're not a family member. And you that call yourself old member, family member, what can you offer? What have you done? Apart from being old member, what else can you offer? And for the past 5 years, what have you been able to offer? And those who are sabotaging the Biafran struggle and who have sabotaged and seeking for the death of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, are they not good members? Are they not good members? Iken Guru is an good member. All these FDOS facts that are insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are all oath members. And even in their oath, they took an oath to obey the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi. They took an oath to obey him, obey every order that comes from him. But today, what are they doing? Uche Mefo, is he not an oath member? And yet, you see a unified front where Biafrans have come together to pursue a common goal. And you begin to threaten an innocent woman who is sticking out her neck to save your dirty ass. And tomorrow, when the nemesis caught up with you, you begin to cry. Don't worry. Don't worry. We should have respect for one another. It is time for us to respect one another. This is not about a group you belong. It is not about your group you belong. It's not about the name you answer or the title you hold. It is about our collective interest, the pursuit of our freedom. No group is more superior than the other. No group is more superior than the other. As long as you have something to offer, come on, bring it on board. The sensible Biafrans will promote it and support it. And those who are limiting themselves into one cage group, that is what they will continue to do. And before they know it, it is already over. Do we still have respect for each other? Today, we are going to explore questions such as, who do some movements? Why do some movements remain united while others become divided? Have you asked yourself, why do some movements remain united while others become divided? How can a lack of contentment create internal conflict? How can a lack of contentment create internal conflict? Why is empathy important among people pursuing a common cause? These are questions that is begging for an answer to guide us to where we are heading to. What role does discipline leadership play? What role does disciplined leadership play? How can supporters disagree respectfully while remaining committed to shared goals? These are questions that deserve thoughtful discussion I want you to engage in that thoughtful discussion. Possibly, if you can write down your own opinion on the comment section, be amazing. If you can join me here and bring your own superior argument or ideas or opinion, it is welcome. Let us start from contentment. What is contentment? Contentment does not mean giving up ambition. Did you hear me? Contentment does not mean giving up ambition. Rather, it refers to avoiding excessive personal ambition that overshadows the wider objective of a community or movement. Did you get that? When we say you should be contented, when we are talking about contentment, it doesn't mean that you should give up your ambition. We are not saying that you should not be ambitious. Every normal human being should be ambitious. More especially we, the Biafrans, we are very ambitious people. So when we talk about contentment in the Biafra struggle, in the context of the Biafra people, contentment, we don't say you throw away your ambition. No. Rather, we are referring to avoiding excessive personal ambition. Mark that word, excessive personal ambition that overshadows the wider objectives of community. Your ambition becomes so excessive that it overshadows the wider objective of every one of us as Biafrans. This is where the problem comes. We are not telling you not to have ambition. Nobody will tell a normal human being not to have ambition. You are free to have your ambitions. So when we talk about contentment, we are saying that you should avoid excessive personal ambition that overshadows the wider objective in this struggle. And we have seen that so much. Those that are building hotels, those that are using the finance of the organization for their own personal interests. Some are using the organization to make friends, to get lovers. Some are using the agitation to have influence. And they pursue such kind of ambition excessively to the extent that their ambition overshadows the real purpose for which we gather. That is where the trouble comes. You should be contented. History shows that organizations often struggle when personal recognition, influence, or competition become more important than shared goals. This is what we see today in the Biafran struggle. Unnecessary competition, just like the idiot that is complaining about what transpired in Israel. Like what is happening today between the ex-DOX and our school leader. They are pursuing recognition. They are pursuing personal recognition. They want to be recognized. They want influence. They want to enjoy that influence that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu enjoy. They want to be recognized like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are engaging in unnecessary competition, competing with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is more important to them. The same competition they were with Mazi Nnamdi. They were busy competing with Mazi Nnamdi even when they have nothing to offer. Mazi Nnamdi left them in the dustbin, and he was busy working for the Biafran people. He was busy showing Biafrans what he has done and what he can do. They were busy engaging in seeking for recognition, influence, unnecessary competitions. And they forgot about the shared goal, which is the restoration of Biafra. In the same event today, so many of us have forgotten the main reason for which we gather. We have forgotten. why there are so many groups today under our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So many mushroom group life later center is because everyone is seeking for personal recognition. Everyone is seeking for personal. They want in a place where they will be on top. Nobody wants to be in a place where somebody will, where he or she will not be seen. They go to compete with